it comes to travel conferences, I thought I'd seen it all, but nothing compares to where I am right now. I'm at the Travel Agent Next Door's 2024 Trailblazers Conference and 10-year anniversary, and it's taking place in Jordan. I'm here with Fleming Freesdale, president and founder of the Travel Agent Next Door. Fleming, first of all, congratulations, and look at where we are. Just look, we're at Petra. We're in the ancient city of Petra. How does it feel to be here today?
You know, it's something that we started looking at about 2 years ago, and for us to finally be here is like, oh my God, how did we end up here? And it brings chills to my body when I think about being here and the experiences that the agents are getting to see, and the smiles and smiles and smiles on everybody's faces. And you're going to see them walking behind us as we keep doing this video, and I tell you, you're going to see a lot of happy faces.
This has got to be one of the most exotic locations I've ever done an interview. Why did you choose Jordan for your conference this year?
G Adventure had a big part to do with that. G Adventure was very supportive of what we were doing, and because it was our 10-year anniversary, they wanted to be part of doing something epic. And we looked at around the world, literally, because G Adventure offers the world, to see where did we think we could do that would be epic. And here we are in Jordan.
Exactly. Now, a lot of factors, a lot of partners went into this conference. You had G Adventures, Royal Jordanian Airlines, the Jordan Tourism Board. The format of this conference is interesting. It started as a conference, and then it kind of finished with a experiential side. Give us an idea of the scope and size of this conference.
Well, no other conference ever that I'm aware of have you gotten on a private jet of a 787 all the way to the Middle East ever. So that was RJ, Royal Jordanian. First of all, the aircraft was beautiful. The configuration was great. There was a lot of space. Then the Jordanian Tourist Board was there to help support us, to make it work, get us in here. And now you get into the planning where we use G Adventure and their DMC Atlas Travel, which has been amazing. Never have I seen G Adventure or an organization in destination be as effective of moving 300 people. I mean, first of all, most people are smarter than I am, so they wouldn't even try this.
Having G Adventures as a partner has given travel advisors an opportunity to experience community tourism projects. The moment we landed, most people hit the ground running, despite the jet lag. We were 2 hours inland visiting all these different projects.
Planeterra is a great program, and of course is run by G Adventure. But here's some things that you want to remember that we did this past few weeks when we were there. Past weeks is, one, we donated over $25,000 US to Planeterra. Two, toys, kids educational program, kids games were donated. There was hundreds and hundreds of pounds for the Planeterra, which makes us very excited that we were able to do that, because giving back is a big part wherever we go to.
Canadian agents have amazing conferences, but this is the first time ever that we're aware of that we're actually in a destination and seeing the destination. And we're not an all-inclusive resort. We're not on a cruise. We're in the destination, and we've proved that it can happen.
This conference has been 2.5 years in the making, at least, or 10 years, depending on how you look at it. 10 years. And of course, the world changed over that time. There was, of course, the devastating situation that's happening in Israel with Gaza. And over the past year, you and your team have been watching it closely, and you went ahead with your decision to go ahead with the conference. And there was even a press conference this week with the local press here in Jordan, and you talked a lot about that decision. Can you elaborate on why you decided to move ahead with the conference?
I have to say this, it wasn't my decision. We were talking to the Jordanian Tourist Board. We were talking to, of course, David Green at G Adventure. We looked at G Adventure, and he also takes care of their safety program. If you look at the facts, you can't judge Jordan by their neighbors. And then the most important thing that we did was that we went out and we talked to all of our partner agents that were going, and over 80% of them wanted to go. And when that happened, I felt 100% comfortable. One reason, I knew that they were of the same mindset that I was, that it was safe, it was going to be a blast, it was going to be experienced like no other.
It's been extraordinary. I've never been on such an experience before. Everything was well organized.
We have done so much, seen so much. We've learned so much, and there's been so many fantastic supplier partners here as well.
Jordan's beautiful. It really blew my mind. The scenery is spectacular. The weather is warm but very nice, and the people are really friendly.
Tell us about the experience we had in Jordan, or we've had in Jordan. Of course, we started at the Crown Plaza Dead Sea, an amazing hotel that faced the Dead Sea. The Dead Sea's right in the backyard, so everyone was going in, covering themselves with mud, going in the sea. But that was also a few days of intense learning and networking. Tell us about what goes on at the conference itself.
Well, the first thing we had to do was make sure people didn't go to bed. We arrived into Jordan at 8:30 in the morning, got through the airport, and then what happened is that I needed to keep them awake. So we had a white party night, and that was a blast. But we did that in the evening intentionally so that we could keep everybody up. The next day we started with the conference. Conference is, number one, is about learning from our suppliers, learning about what's going on within the industry trends. We also had our Bedouin night. Now, this was an authentic Bedouin night. You would have seen some of it on PAX News, and I'm telling you, it was so much fun. There was like no other party before. Then the next night, we went over to this gorgeous hotel with an amazing view, and we had hired the military band to come and do music for us, and then we proceeded into the most beautiful, beautiful awards night dinner.
So Petra, where we are right now, this is one of the world's most famous archaeological sites. It's a symbol of Jordan. This is actually where they filmed that final scene in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, a really iconic scene. But beyond that, there's so much to see here. A group of us walked up 800 stairs to get the ultimate view. Fleming led us there, of course.
Yeah, I led you from behind.
He was in the golf cart. And then others just had opportunities to roam around. So there's been lots of free time to really immerse yourself in Jordan and experience the people and the culture.
And don't forget Petra at night. No one else has ever done a Petra private event. Yes. And it was beautiful.
And then after Petra, we went on to
Aqaba. And Aqaba is an amazing, amazing city. We're right on the water on the Movenpick. And then what we did is we had an amazing beach party. I love beach parties. There's nothing more fun than a beach party. And it's a great way to cap off our conference.
You know what? It's been absolutely incredible to come to a destination that, you know what, Michael, that a lot of us may not have ever came to experience, and for us to contribute to the economy, I think we're making a big difference here. I think it's eye-opening. It's something that I think most of us will never, ever forget.
And of course, Bruce Poon Tip, founder of G Adventures, was also this year's keynote. Not everyone gets to get Bruce Poon Tip at their event, so we were very lucky to have him.
Here's a little note that many of you wouldn't know. Bruce Poon Tip was his first time to Jordan, and also it was his first time at a TAN conference, so he hit a few bucket lists on his list, I'm sure.
It's a bit surreal, actually. It was a bit of an experiment, a great idea, a bit of innovation, a lot of excitement, but moving this many people around, doing what they did, it's a first for us for sure. Not only with a group this size, but also just agents who are, in the travel industry, and getting them to see our product firsthand and then celebrating kind of community tourism. I want them to think that travel can be more. Travel can be different. There's a wide spectrum of what makes travel great. And for them to just know, this is another option. The community tourism has an important role in the future of travel. And I just want them to learn that and spread that word to the right customers. Not every customer, but the right customers.
Fleming, with the 10-year anniversary in mind, and after this fantastic experience, what do you want the takeaway to be from this conference?
That's a great question. I want when I talk to our agent partners, and this is something, the emotions from them about how this changed them and what they're doing and how they're moving forward within the travel, I just want them to know one simple thing: we're in this together. That for our 10 years, we wouldn't be here for the last 10 years if it wasn't for our partners and our supplier partners. And if it wasn't for our partners like with PAX News, we just wouldn't be well known. And so it takes a village to make us go forward. I've been saying it for over 10 years. One of the things that makes me proud is that the travel agents are well known within the industry as being supportive to the community of travel agents, not just TAN, but the community of travel agents. And that's something I'm very, very proud of, because, together, all of us, not TAN, but all of us together within the industry, I really believe in my heart we'll do better. There's enough room for everybody, plenty of room, but together we will do better.
Excellent. Fleming Friesdale from the Travel Agent Next Door. Thank you so much, Fleming. Thanks for having us here. Let's do some more exploring.
Let's do that. Thanks for coming, PAX.